Integer-based toggles. What are they? Why would you use them? And how do you set them up? Imagine this scenario. You have two sets of pants, in my case, blue and red, and no pants. These are three states. If I only had two states, I could just make a toggle that toggles right between the two pants, but maybe I want to add a third pair of pants, or I just want to run around booty cheeks out naked. In that case, a simple toggle won't suffice. And that's the moment where you bring in integer-based toggles. You can use them for pants, t-shirts, hairstyles, shoes, whatever it really is, as long as they're mutually exclusive, or as long as you create enough states for every combination that you need. But at that point, parameter drivers might be the way to go. To kick things off, we want to head to the Animator, add a new layer, call it pants, because that's basically what this toggle is going to be all about. We'll set the weight to 1 and head over to parameters. Here, we'll add a new integer, not a bool like last time for the cube toggle. No, we want an integer. We want to name it whatever the toggle is, so for my case it's pants. And head back to the layers tab, just so we're all on the same page. Next, find the location where you saved all of your animations and create new ones. This time we want an animation for every single pant set. So for example, I have dress pants. I also have gloss leather pants. I'm just going to call them gloss pants. And I want an animation for no pants, so pants off. Next, we'll grab all three of those, put them in our animator controller, and kind of move them around so we can see all of them. In this case, I would probably want to do this kind of arrangement just so it's easier later, but that varies from place to place. Next up, we're not going to make animations from state to state, but rather we'll click on any state, make a transition over to each and every single one of the animations. Then we'll head over to the transitions and change our settings. In this case, since we want these transitions to be instant, we'll set exit time to 0 and uncheck it, set transition duration to 0, and add the condition, which in our case is this time as pants. We want to set it to equals and then our integer. For the yellow state, we want to leave this at 0. For all the other ones, it doesn't really matter. We will just start counting up, I guess. That's usually the most obvious way. So for example, for gloss pants, I'll add the condition that equals 1, and obviously change my settings up here again. Same thing for pants off, where my settings are all zeros, and then the condition should equal 2. So to go over it again, from any state to dress pants, which is our default state, the yellow one, we have the condition set to 0, then for the next ones to 1, and then the last one's to 2. And if you had, for example, another animation, you would just add another transition and keep counting up. You get the idea. Also, a quick add-on, make sure you actually uncheck exit time, otherwise it will slow down your animations, because I just kind of forgot about that. Next up, we want to find our parameter layer. We want to click on it, head over to the inspector, add a new parameter, call it the same way we called this parameter, so pants in our case. We want to change the type to integer, leave default to 0 because that's our entry condition, and also set it to saved and synced so it remembers what state you were in next time you load the avatar and syncs to other players. Now that we've set up our parameters, we want to head over to the menu where we want our pant toggles to live. For me, I'll just put on the main menu. For you, you probably want a submenu for all the pants toggles. Next up, I'll add a new toggle, make sure the type is set to toggle, and name it to whatever animation I want it to correspond to. So in my case, dress pants, because those are the first ones. We want to change the parameter to integer and make sure the value is 0. Yes, it will give us a warning here, but this is the exact intended behavior. We want it so that when we toggle this toggle, it flicks to this animation, which is with condition 0. Then we'll add another toggle. This one is called gloss leather pants because it's the second one, and we want to set the integer pants to 1. And now lastly, for pants off, we'll set the integer pants to 2. Now we've technically set up everything. The only thing missing is the animations themselves. So we'll head over onto our avatar. We make sure that our animator controller is actually in the controller of the animator so we can preview our animations and properly animate them. Next up, in this dropdown, we'll select, for example, the dress pants animation, hit record, and make sure the only pant that's actually toggled on is the dress pants and the other ones are toggled off. If you had more objects here, make sure everything is turned off. Next up, we'll head to gloss pants and do the same thing. Make sure these are on, these are off. Right now you can't see anything because I hid them, but there you go. That's what this animation looks like. If, say, your body has a blend shape for the pants, this is where you would animate it as well. And now, lastly, for pants off, we want to just simply turn both of these game objects off. Exit preview mode and remove the animator controller from your avatar. And now it's basically ready to test. I will just turn one of the pants off by default just so we have less clutter in the scene, and also when you upload it and people don't have your custom animation shown, they don't see all of the pants turned on at the same time. They just see whatever this looks like in your scene. Next up, we'll just open play mode and test it real quick to make sure I didn't teach you bullshit. I'll just quickly use Gesture Manager Emulator to test out our toggle. Swapping to gloss leather pants works like a charm, pants off works too, and if, say, I toggle off pants off, it will snap back to our default animation, which are the dress pants.